congratulations to the Hallsville Avon Club on that fine victory in the Open event. Southern Districts from Auckland took the novice event and Dunedin took out.
Canterbury Martial Arts are brought to you in association with Coca-Cola.
Graeme Spinks is one of Canterbury's best-known martial arts exponents. A 28-year-old, he's a fourth dan black belt who's competed at 2 Olympics. He's also a silver medalist at the 1990 Auckland Commonwealth Games.
Judo is about 110 years old, and it was a compilation of about 4 or 5 of the major combative systems of Japan. Of course, date back a lot further. One particular chap went around and managed to get a teaching certificate, which is no small effort, in 3 of the major Japanese judicial systems. His name was Jigoro Kano, who happened to be a politician and an educator, and he managed to start judo and get it going on a nationwide level in Japan. The benefits to most students coming along here, of course, of physical fitness. What they want is self-defense techniques, and what we give them is a little bit of self-defense of fighting on the ground and standing. Quite relevant, because I think 90% of street fighting or assaults go to the ground, and so we give them a lot of ground fighting in judo. We have a lot of standing throwing techniques, and people go over strangulation and arm locking techniques. In order to get proficient at any particular technique, they have to repeatedly practice that technique, and so they get precision and they get focus and good breathing, good posture. You know, over a period of time, people develop these skills of second nature as part of their training, and the challenge of occasionally having to compete against other people in the club or at a local competition or a national or international competition right up to Olympic level means that we've got an advantage in that people have got places to go if they want to continue to improve themselves and to perfect their techniques, really polish up what they do, and so there's a real challenge to perfect the art. The first demonstration is when the aggressor attacks a person who doesn't know anything about judo. The second demonstration is when the aggressor attacks a person who is starting to learn judo and they're learning to yield to an aggressor's force. The third demonstration is when the aggressor attacks a person who has knowledge of judo and they know how to yield and use an aggressor's energy to defeat that aggressor. In judo, you've got to be able to roll and fall from almost any angle. It's one of the basic principles of training to have safe rolls and falls. Here we've got Brian demonstrating a long roll, and here we've got Brian demonstrating a high roll over his wife Naomi. The final bit of the demonstration is the pairing up and putting in of people's favourite techniques, favourite throwing techniques in combination with the ground movements. Standing 5 techniques on the ground, and you can perform them competently, and you have a good attitude to what you're doing. You have attended the classes on a regular basis. You're considered for a grading, and they give a different colour for each grade. But basically, you go through about 6 or 7 grades until you gain a shodan or a black belt in judo, and you go from the light colours to the dark colours up to that grade. And then once you've gained a black belt, you also have a further grading structure going right through to 12th degree black belt.
Canterbury Martial Arts are brought to you in association with Coca-Cola.
Well, some fascinating stuff there. We hope that you're enjoying our series on the martial arts right here in Canterbury.